What's your name and where you from?
My name is Maurice Leary, and my tribe is the ngarrgu-Terru-galk tribe. Hello, my name is Maurice, and this is my secondary entry. My tribe is the ngarrgu-Terru-galk tribe. It goes from New South Wales all the way to North Queensland, I think, and it's one of the biggest tribes. I was born in Canberra. I don't know where specifically in Canberra, I just know I was born in Canberra.
What are some of your hobbies?
Playing basketball and also playing futsal with Fletcher now. Playing basketball, I've been playing that a lot recently for like probably the past few weeks, probably like a month actually. Because like there's nothing really to do around here, and I got a basketball hoop just outside, so it's really easy for me.
What is one thing in your life that you're very proud of achieving?
Not sure. Probably being the first of my family to come to Scotch, I guess.
What is one Indigenous issue that you're very passionate about?
Probably the life expectancy for Aboriginal people. Yeah.
Why are you passionate about it?
Because it's just really sad knowing that Aboriginal people only live up to like 70 when non-Indigenous people live up to like 75.
So what are 3 or 4 things you like about yourself?
I'm athletic, nice, and quite chill.
What would you like to achieve in life?
I would like to achieve... that's quite hard. I would like to achieve a high academic level.
How do you define manhood?
Respectful, caring, and honest.
What do you classify or how do you define an Aboriginal role model?
Aboriginal role model is a person that knows how to respect and care for others. So one stereotype I'd like to break is probably our skin colour, because a lot of people who are non-Indigenous think that you have to be like black or tan to be Aboriginal, which I really disagree with. And being Aboriginal is like such a gift, because you have like so much family around you. Because like when you think of it, Australia isn't that big, so like there are like usually Aboriginals around the school that will like chat to you and that make you more comfortable. Stuff. They're basically like your brothers and sisters. Yeah.
Why is Scotch College a great school for young Indigenous boys?
Because this school is quite strong with Indigenous people. Like we've had like 35 Indigenous students come to the school and board in. And yeah, and I think it's a great experience. There's a lot of opportunities, and yeah, that's it.
If you could be an animal or a totem, what would you be and why? Why?
I would be a red kangaroo, because that's my traditional totem.
If you could write your life story, what would you call it?
I would call it the story of me.
What would be your dream job and why?
Probably a soccer coach or a model. The reason why I would want to be a soccer coach is because, you know, I'm passionate about being one, and a model because I've been taught I could be one, so I was like, okay, I'll think about it.
If you were a superhero, what superpower would you have and what would you do with it?
I would probably have, I'm not sure, probably super strength, or I would have telepathic skills. Maybe because, you know, controlling things with your mind would be pretty cool. Yeah, and super strength, you could do it, literally anything with that.
What's your favourite colour?
Purple.
Why?
Not sure. I just like it.
What's your favourite thing about Scotch College?
How there's like so much to do in the school.
What do you plan on doing after year 12?
I'm definitely not going to take a gap year. I think my dad wants me to go into university, but I'm not sure what I want to do year 12.
You've been participating in a mentoring program with AJ. What have you enjoyed about it?
No, it's been fun. We went to the zoo. Was it a zoo? I think, yeah. Oh, the museum. Yeah, we went to the museum. That was pretty fun. We went through the Aboriginal garden, learning more about Aboriginal culture and that, plants and that. It's pretty fun.
Do you collect anything?
I guess I collect, like, gaming collectibles and that, I guess. Well, I used to, not anymore. And shoes, I collect shoes. I only have a few pair because they're really expensive these days.
Since we've been in COVID, how have you been managing?
For me, I've been really, really lucky because there are other people out there who have abusive parents and they're in like third world countries. So for me, I'm doing really well here. Could be much, much worse for me, but I guess I have easier than other people around the world.
What do you think might change out there in the real world once COVID's finished?
I feel like some people are going to be more aware of their surroundings and who they like hanging around with. So like hygiene and that, and like not getting too touchy and like getting real close to other people. I feel like there's going to be a time where it's just going to come back around. Daniel Andrews is going to get real, I guess, not protective. I wouldn't say protective, but it would get more worried about it because there's obviously going to be a spike in the future of the cases. So I feel like it's going to stop and then it's going to be another wave, I guess, coming, and then Daniel Andrews is going to put us into lockdown, and then I feel like companies and like shops around Australia is going to start getting like limited, I guess. Like a lot of them are going to start closing down. And then I feel like that's going to impact online shopping. I feel like since people are buying more stuff online, they're going to stop going to like shops and that, and they're going to start buying stuff online.
Hey, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you want to live?
Probably Australia. No, because I have family here. I don't have family elsewhere in the world. Not that I know of. Probably like distant relatives in that, and like probably Ireland. Oh my god, what's going? Probably in like Ireland and that. Probably, I'm not sure, but yeah, in Australia because I only have family here. Nowhere else that I know of. Yeah.
What's one thing you don't normally tell people about yourself?
I don't really know. There's something, but I just forgot what it was. Maybe I'm not sure. Probably that I was born in Canberra. I don't really say that. I usually just say I was born in Australia. I don't really say specifically where.
What's your favourite subject?
History.
Yeah, why?
Just because it's history. Well, it's fascinating because you're learning about things from like the past and like how the world has changed over time and that. I think that's really cool.
How do you define racism?
Racism it's obviously not a good thing. I feel like people who are racist or like white supremacists in general, they don't really have an idea of how the words they use affect other people, and they aren't used to change. So I feel like they're really lost in the world and don't understand it properly and really criticized in that, I guess. Really like sensitive people who don't understand much about the world and how much we're changing as a society.
What makes you proud of being Aboriginal?
It's definitely the culture of my family, especially my auntie. Oh my god, my auntie, Bond. She's really, really passionate about family and culture and that. She has run. I don't know probably English. I'd just say she has run many like programs like Wongal United. That was one she previously worked for, but she recently had to quit the job because she had to move somewhere else because my cousin had a baby.
Yeah.
So she's ran a lot of programs and that for Aboriginal people. She still teaches us about culture and how you should put family first. And yeah, just like stuff like that, you know. So yeah.
Yeah.
She's really taught me about like the culture and that. She's taught me about the Aboriginal flag, the meaning, and that like it doesn't matter what you look like, you're still beautiful no matter what. And if you criticize someone for what they look like, you're just the words you use describe yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
That's like the type of stuff she says, really like wise, I guess. Really impacted my life, really big impact on my life in that.
Do you think you've missed out on anything culturally?
Yeah, I have. Most of my family's up near Barraba. They really connect more than my family does because they aren't really like that much around like electronics and that, because I don't know, it's just different because they just have more of a social life, and I feel like we have more of like like we're more based around electronics and that. Yeah, we aren't really like type of people to go outside and that as much as they are. You know, I don't know how to describe it. I think you understand what I mean.
If you've got kids, what things would you want them to be made aware of about culture?
I would want them to know that culture is something that you'll always be connected to. And if you feel like you're alone in the world and you have nothing, that you should think that you have brothers and sisters around Australia, Aboriginals specifically, who are like related through like tribes and that. So if you ever feel like your family is like leaving you out on other things, just remember that culturally you have relatives all around you who can help you out if you ever feel alone or anything like that.
Where do you think people can learn more about culture?
They can learn it from anywhere, really. I feel like you should mainly learn it from a black person's perspective, because if you're learning from a white person who is related to the culture, I don't feel like they really had that black history that all the black people have, and that understanding with like the land and that as we do. So I feel like if you want to learn it, you should really go out there. Should try to go to like Aboriginal communities, spend some time there if you really feel like connecting in that, and you know, just learn about the culture. Yeah.
What are some things that you like to do to connect to culture?
I guess like just communicate with my sisters, my aunties, my cousins, my uncles, and all that, because I have like a strong connection with like my whole family. So like communication is like one big thing that I connect with my culture with.
What do you miss most about not being at school?
Honestly, I feel like meeting with like the Melbourne grammar boys and that, you know, because like all the other black fellas from like other schools and that. I feel like having that connection with other people from outside your school is like a really good thing, because you're opening up socially and getting to have that communication with other people around the world, I guess, or like around like the state or whatever. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Having that social connection with other people is really good.
Is there anything that people don't know about you that you'd want them to know?
I feel like I'm really misunderstood, because at first I'm like really shy, like I'm a really shy person, and I don't really like to talk to other people at first, but then after a while, when you actually get to know me, I'm like a completely different person. So, and especially like around my family and around my friends, there's like a whole difference, like there's a big difference between who I'm around and who I'm not. Around my family, I'm a completely different person to who I'm around with my friends and that. So yeah, I guess that's it, really. Like, I'm a different person, yeah.
I'm going to let you go.
Yeah.
But it's always a pleasure to have a chat with you, man. I just miss doing it in person.
Yeah. It's sad that we didn't get to go into the bootcut room and do that, what was it? The video thing? Through like past a year or so. That's why I
Yeah.
said that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Maurice.
Hi, I'm Maurice.
And I'm Fletcher.
And
Oh,
are you talking about something? That's nice to know.
let's go again.